The whimsical gardener, so it's time for us to do some harvesting. I tried to get up a little bit early, but time got away from me, so it's about 11:30 or 11 o'clock ish, and the sun's starting to come out. Super hot. So today we've got tomatoes that we need to harvest, some peppers. I'm going to try to get all the potatoes out of the ground too as well. And then I'm also getting stuff to make some green seasoning. So we're gonna go ahead and harvest basil, thyme. We got broadleaf thyme as well too. A whole bunch of stuff. And then so I'm gonna start out of my tomato bed. I had to take some time and tie everything up because we had some really hard rain. And some of the tomato plants was beaten down. So I had to take a couple of minutes this morning and tie the tomatoes up. So let's start here first. This is my self-seeded tomato on this bed, and then I planted the bigger ones over on the other side. They're loaded. So yeah, I'm going to be harvesting a lot of tomatoes. So let's start here first. I would love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too as well. Let's get these bunches over here. So this one here, I'm a little bit late because some of them, when it has too much water, it splits like this. But I'm going to be freezing them because we're going to be making tomato sauces with them. So, but this one here is your larger cherry type. This one here, I don't remember what variety it was that I planted last year, but this one is more of a yellow. Isn't that cute, you guys? So cute. We're gonna go around on the other side because I've got some from that side all stuck in between here. These are gonna go straight in the freezer, so I'm just taking out the stems at the same time. Point where I'm gonna have to come out almost every other day to harvest now. We've got some aromas coming up here. And some more orange cherry. I'm just gonna wash these and then, ooh, slug. I'm just gonna wash these and put them straight in the freezer. Oh, sorry guys, the light's kind of weird. The bugs are out, you guys. I have my bug things. So thank God I have my bug thing with me because they're out. There's more aromas. Golden nougat, which I've been snacking on this. Guys, I love this tomato. It's so sweet. And I also have sun gold as well. Sun golds. Guys, it's like sugar. So good. Some of these may not make it into the house. So sweet, you guys. So sweet. Hey, look at you under here. Guys, how gorgeous are these echinacea, right? Beautiful, isn't it? I'm gonna have to move them to the back of the bed next year because they are really tall for the front of the bed, but gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't know if you can see me with all the plants, but this is like 12 feet tall, I would say. And it's in my yard now, I would say for about 4 to 5 years now, but isn't that glorious? And again, I'm sorry guys, but I love this view. Isn't it gorgeous? So let's see, I think I have some green beans over here that I need to harvest, and behind us we've got okra I can see, and same that's also ready to be harvested. I harvested a bunch of this before we traveled, so They just keeping on producing. Aren't you guys? Look at that. Gorgeous, right? While I'm here, guys, I want to show you these Rebecca that we planted from seeds. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to let it sell seed. But it's glorious. It's glorious. And of course, weeds and more weeds. We got more same here to harvest. Guys, these are prolific. Even more same here. Alright, my hands are getting too full. Alright, we got some peppers, and these are, which one? Where's my tag? I did a horrible job, but let me pick them and I'll show you. And it's starting, I'm gonna have to come tie this up too, because it's starting to lean. So let me do that, but the lighting is horrible, you guys, sorry. My eggplants are starting to give fruit now, so we've got this one down here, and we've got some over here, got some there. These are mostly Black Beauty. I see the, don't even know what that one is over there. Guys, it's so hot, it's so hot. But the eggplants are starting to give fruit, so we are doing good with that. Next that I want to do is, let's see if we have any peppers. Oh, I just missed some thing. Our jalapenos are starting to give peppers now, so I'm gonna be starting to have jalapeno, and I'm gonna freeze them because my husband will make pepper sauce. Once I have all the different ones, he usually combines them and make pepper sauce. So let's see what we got so far. Not that much right now, but healthy looking, and usually July is when the peppers will start. I am much overdue in harvesting the pepperoni. Let's bring you a little closer because there's several ones that we have to harvest here. Alright, so I don't know if you can see it here, but we've got lots and lots of pepperoni. Oh man, I broke the stem. Alright, not too bad, you guys. A decent amount. Oh, I'm gonna toss this one out. It's a decent amount of pepperoni. So pretty good amount. They're very healthy looking too. I'm gonna grow these back next year because I love how they look on the tree. They're very easy to harvest too as well. And I thought the tree would have grown taller, but I guess it's earlier in the season. But gorgeous pepperoni. I'm looking at my cantaloupe bed. trellis thing, and I see a little baby cantaloupe that's growing there. Yay! I'll show you guys in a sec. I have more that I need to tie up here. And then cucumbers. Do we have any cucumbers? And then cucumbers, do we have any? Let's see. Thought I saw a cucumber there. Ah, there's a little tiny one here. This is so cute, you guys. Look at this. Alright, I'll eat this for a snack. And let's start tying up our vines and train our pumpkin to go back that way. This whole bed is a hot mess, you guys. Hot mess. This tie that I use, I have it linked in the description as well. Ooh, I see 2 cantaloupes, you guys. Alright, I got all my vines tied up. Let me do a quick little bit of, what do you call it? Weeding, as I can see weeds all over the place. Alright, I got most of it out. Oh, my watermelon, so let's train our watermelon to come back this way. You guys, there's a really cute cantaloupe right there. There's another one right over there. Alright, so now back to harvesting. So we need to harvest all of our things that we're going to need to make the green seasoning. So I need to harvest broadleaf thyme, regular thyme. I got some English thyme, I got basil, we got mint, we got a whole bunch of stuff to make the green seasoning. And then last week I harvested, what do you call it? I harvested onions that we're going to use too as well. I'm not going to show you how I'm going to make it. I'm not really a cooking channel. But if you're ever interested, just go on YouTube, type in Guyanese green seasoning, and then lots of people have posted recipes for that. But I'm just going to show you me harvesting the stuff that I'm going to use to make it. And for us, we just use that in like our cooking throughout the year. So I usually just make it, keep it in like a large container, and I have it in the fridge. Guys, we have a dahlia that is bloom. Actually, there's two. Let's show you that quickly. So I want to show you this white dahlia. This is probably, oh, you can't see it. All the stuff is in the way. I'll bring you a little closer. But this has been in my garden for about 3 years now, and it comes back for me every year. No. I'll bring it a little closer so the camera can focus. Oh my God, we just had a little bit of breeze. Thank God. While we're at it here, remember we planted red onions around the border here in, what was that, February, I believe. I'm a little bit overdue to harvest them, so we're going to go ahead and harvest them as well and just let them harden off indoors. Some of them are tiny, some of them are okay size, but we grew onions, you guys. This one's a little bit bigger, that one's bigger, that's a little bigger, there it's bigger too. These ones are a little bit tinier. I think what I'm going to do next year is when I plant my onions, they're going to go all in the raised beds. That way, I think that's what I'm going to do. I need to tie this dahlia up too as well. More onions. There's a close-up of that dahlia. Isn't that gorgeous? And then you have this one over here. Beautiful. So, all in all, I don't think I'm having a good year for dahlia this year, but we still have some. So I want to show you guys our broadleaf thyme, or I think in America they call it Cuban oregano, but I want to show you guys because it is glorious. Just glorious. Guys, look at the size of this leaf. Look at my hands, okay? It's like the size of my hands, look. So green, so lush. And I'm going to trim this severely and use the leaf for my green seasoning, and then come back in 2 or 3 weeks, it's grown again. And then usually in winter time, what I do in the fall is I break the leaf, put it in water, put it under my grow light, and then I pot it up and bring it back out in the springtime. And the leaves are like very easy to break, and actually anywhere where it touches the ground, see how it has roots that are coming out here, it'll form a root. But look at this, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm gonna just break it up so I could fit in the basket. Guys, gorgeous. Hey, Pops. Guys, look at this. Gorgeous. If anyone lives close to me and you use broadleaf thyme and you want some, hit me up. Guys, I've got more than I can use. Look at the size of this leaf. How much is it, you guys? A whole basket. So this is the thyme we're talking about in Guyana. We call it fine leaf thyme. That actually grew this for me, and this goes into the greenhouse every winter, and then we take it back, and then what you do is you cut it down, and the leaves is what you use to make the green seasoning with, and then you cut it down and then it'll flush back out again. So this is prime for me to cut this for our seasoning. Guys, I ran out of our harvest basket, so we're using a tray now. So usually when you cut it, you just cut it wherever and then you strip the leaves out, and that's what you use. It smells glorious. I'm going to try to propagate this. Dad has practiced with cutting like the hard stem and sticking it into soil, and it actually rooted. So I'm going to try to do some of that. See if I can multiply my supply. Because there's and also I want to offer this at my plant sale because this is hard to find. So it looks bare right now when I'm done, but don't worry, it'll flush back out. It smells so good. So for most of my tomato beds, I actually planted basil at the edge of it. And this one here, oh my gosh, ridiculously tall. I really need to trim this. So I'm going to trim it, and then it's going to re-flush out from here again. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. Alright guys, we are done harvesting for today. Now I gotta take all of these indoors and process them, which is where all the hard work is. And I like growing the plants, I just don't like processing them afterwards. But I love growing them, but I do desperately need greens to breed seasoning. I don't have any, and the rest of the stuff will probably take me about a good hour to process all of this. I'll do it tonight. I still have a little bit more garden work to do. I'm working on a project at the front of the subdivision, continuing that. So but yeah, this is my haul for today. Would love if you can subscribe to the channel, share with a gardening friend too. Until next time, everybody, happy gardening.